Welcome to a lesson on locus and loci. It's been quite challenging to get Barley to get set up and have him not run away, so I hope you enjoy the chaos. So the aims today are to understand and draw a locus about a fixed point, understand and draw a locus about a fixed line, and understand how to combine loci. So let's start with a locus around a fixed point. So in this case, Barley is going to be fixed to a point and he'll be able to walk 1 meter around that point. Let's have a look at how we did this.
Okay, so Barley's going to demonstrate
the locus
points that he can move in around a fixed point on his lead there. Barley's fixed to his point now. Good boy! Showing you now
the locus
points that he can move around when he's attached to a fixed point. Can you see the shape he's making? Oh dear, he's come unfixed. Still he's showing it to you.
Okay, working with dogs is very challenging. Hadn't realised he'd come unfixed from his fixed point. Hopefully you got an idea of what I was trying to achieve there. But we have another video of Barley's brother around a fixed point, which is a little easier to see. So hopefully you got the idea that a locus around a fixed point is a circle. So let's look at how we would draw that. First of all, you need to know the length of your distance from the fixed point. In this case, the length of the dog lead, which is about 1 meter. Start by drawing a fixed point on your page and using a compass. Set your compass to about 3 centimeters and draw a circle around your center. So mark your center. I marked it A. Mark in the radius being 1 meter and note the scale. In this case I suggested 1 meter is represented by 3 centimeters, but write in your scale. So now you have the locus of all the points 1 meter from a fixed point A. Now if you wanted to show the locus of all the points Barley could walk in, you'd need to shade in the circle. So read the instructions carefully to decide whether to shade in the circle or not. So now let's look at a locus around a fixed line. Barley will be tied to a fixed line on the same lead, 1 meter long.
Today, Barley's going to demonstrate
the locus being the
area where he can go when he's tied up to this straight line. So he's going to be attached to the black lead, and then just to help him we put a little marker of treats just so that he can show you where the outermost point is where he could reach with this lead. Today Barley's doing
the locus
points round a straight line. Okay, slight technical hitch. Got all tangled up now. He's going to do the rest of it. Good boy! So he's going around the half semicircle around the end. Right, it's going to get tangled up again, so we'll lift that up. And then he's eaten all the other pieces along the straight line. Around the semicircle at the end. Straight line round here.
Hopefully you got the idea. Barley came off the fixed line, so it's a bit tricky, but hopefully you'll have that picture in your mind when you do these questions. So the locus around a fixed line is 2 semicircles and 2 parallel lines. Let's look at how we draw this. So in this case, have in mind the length of the fixed line, which is over 1 metre long, and the length of the lead, which is about 1 metre. I'm just indicating where all the treats were put. You might like to ask yourself if Barley could reach a treat at the red X. So we're going to use the same scale, 3 centimetres being 1 metre. So start by drawing a straight line AB. My line's about 6 centimetres. Draw a line above and below AB at equal distances, being 3 centimetres using our scale, and semicircles at either end using B and A as your centres and using a compass. Your compass being open at 3 centimetres for our scale. Remember to indicate your scale, and then you will have the locus of points a fixed distance from the line AB. Now, if you want to show all the points Barley could walk in, you need to shade that in. Again, read the instructions carefully. So for the final challenge, to position a bird feeder 2 to 3 metres from the back of the house and 1 metre from the corner of a paving stone.
Okay, another example of loci. For example, positioning a bird feeder. So I want it near enough to the back door so Barley can come out and tell the squirrels to go away. But I don't want it so close to the house such the birds be frightened by the humans. So I want it approximately between, so that's 1 metre with that rule, 2 metres with those 2 halves. So between 2 and 3 metres from the house. And I want it 1 metre from the corner of that paving stone.
So let's look at how we'd show this on a diagram. Start by drawing a plan of the garden. You can print this off from my website or scan the QR code here. Start by drawing the arc of a circle from point A, your radius being about 4.5 centimetres for A4 paper. So our scale being 1 metre is represented by 4.5 centimetres. Remember, that's for A4 paper. And then to represent a metre, I'm just going to copy the radius of my circle. So that's 1 metre. I'm showing you on the screen 2 metres. And then at 2 metres, I'm going to draw in a vertical line. I'm drawing it in a different colour just to highlight where the bird feeder can be beyond that line. And another metre, draw another vertical line so the bird feeder can be between those 2 brown lines. So shade that area in. Shade in the pink area as shown, being 1 metre from point A. And then ask yourself, where could the bird feeder go? You might like to pause the video here. So the bird feeder can go where the pink and brown areas overlap. I'm indicating that with a thick green line. I wonder if you got that. Go back and look at the video again if you need to. Well done if you got it.
Bird feeder in situ between 2 and 3 metres from the house. And okay, I did fudge it a little bit. It's just a little bit more than 1 metre away from the corner. I hope the birdies are going to enjoy their food.
So you might be interested to know that so far we've seen some birds only early in the morning before Barley goes out, because I think he frightens away the squirrels and the birds. We've seen 2 blue tits and a great tit. Delighted to see the great tit. You may be interested to know the great tit says, "Teacher, teacher, teacher."